Hi guys, today we're going to be fitting this aluminium Arrma Typhon 6S TLR 1/7. It fits all of them that use this type of centre diff. Mine's a TLR Typhon. It's going to be replacing this plastic piece here. One thing I will say, if you're using it on an off-road like I am with fitting the alloy, you lose this little guard here, keep your fingers out, and you also lose the bit of the dust cover down the back here, which isn't fitted. I'll probably use some more of my Heath Robinson mesh to make a dust cover to go around the back of the guard here, and maybe even a top across here, just to help keep the rocks out the different pinion. You'll see this is the metal motor guard mount. I've got a GPM mount at the front, metal diff casing. This is going to be metal on the top, so that'll pretty much metal it all up. So we're out of the bag now. This piece was from AliExpress. It's reasonable quality. I would imagine a genuine Arrma one or a GPM one would be better, but if it does the job, it's got locators for the mounts that bite down on the diff, which I think is quite a good idea, because that means they'll sit firmly in place. Stepped as well, so that they slide in and then screw down. I'll be thread locking that. There's two of those, and then you get all the screws you need as well as a little screw bag. They look like quite good screws as well. Let's just tip those out if we can. Yeah, they're good quality screws. So you've got cap heads and button heads. So we've got everything we need to replace this. So we'll get the old one off. So this is the Arrma one off. You'll see that by putting the alloy one on, you're losing this finger protector here and this dust cover at this side. Like I say, I'll Heath Robinson some sort of mesh thing up to replace that one there. Comes with all the screws, but I'm going to use the existing screws and obviously the two button heads to hold these little arms on. The arms obviously locate here like this to make this up to the other diff, but obviously I'm going to slide them in first, tighten everything up loosely. Obviously I'm going to add some thread lock on here before I do that, and some thread lock on here as well, just to make sure they don't vibrate out. Blue grade, if you put red on you might have trouble getting it out. So I've tried these parts in here for fit. They're reasonably good fit. I'm going to attach them to the top plate first, because as you slide them in, they tend to push towards that at the bottom and don't sit straight. So obviously if they're attached to the plate, they'll go straight down. So remember that these two silver and black pieces with the curve on them play an important role in seating the bearings inside here. So I've screwed them up with Loctite, but I've not tightened them fully so I can get them properly seated, and then I'll nip them up. Sliding blocks go out, and we now seem to do it live. Not tried it, see if we can get it in where it should be. There you go, that's gone straight in. So I'm going to put the screws into the holes as well. I'm going to use the existing ones. I'm going to run them all up loosely, and then we're going to nip them up, starting one here, one there, one here, one there. Then I'm going to nip the two middle ones opposite each other, and we'll go from there. So I trust you all noticed my deliberate mistake while I was testing you all, because I initially slid this on the wrong way around. I twisted it around 180 degrees. It didn't quite fit. I had to get a little tap to line the holes up. But we're at the stage now where we've screwed it down firm. It's clicked into place. And what I should be doing now is I should be using a Allen key as opposed to a driver to nip these up. You get a lot more torque, and you know you can slip with a driver when you're tightening. So I shall nip these just a tiny bit with the driver, and then be using an Allen key to tighten them up fully. I noticed that there's a slot in here and in here. I don't know if you know, but this is a hangover from the Dex 8 and the Nitro car. This will have originally carried the brake bar through here with brake discs on each side of the centre diff, or maybe one side depending on what the Dex was configured with. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to butcher and chop up my existing top so that I can fit the dust cover and the little finger guard into these slots. I'm going to epoxy them in and retain the cover and retain the dust cover, stone cover at the other side. Can't do be a bit of bodging. So short of nipping them up, job's all done. The part was about 12 quid, I think, from the top of my head. Put a link in the description. Thank you for watching.